Hi, everyone. How are you? This is Diane. I am team trainer and senior executive manager for the Dreamweavers team. And I will be just covering some of your first steps as new consultants. And I am just super, super excited that you're here with us and that you've joined our team. Boy, you really took advantage of a great kit special this month of May. And it really, I think, just really excited a lot of people. And so I'm super, super excited to have you part of our team. And I just want to go ahead and welcome, this is kind of a long list, so bear with me. But I just want to welcome Ann Capful, Jill Klima, Gina Eichhorn, Emily Schultz, Angie Saul, Katie Parcham, Carrie Martel, I hope I'm not killing any of these names, you guys, Ann Zeckel, Ann Juranic, Lisa Renner, Jeannie Rockow, Linda Martel, Melissa Burnt, Sherry Radischel, Joe Kowalski, and Rebecca Allman. So congratulations. I hope I'm not missing anybody there. Like I said, what a deal that you came in on this month. And it doesn't really matter what really brought you to LeBri. We're just really, really excited that you took advantage of getting all these fabulous products, because we know at the end of the day, it really is the products that bring, I think, all of us consultants together. You know, I've been with LeBri for 10 years, and my journey started with not being very happy with my skin. I was an oil slick by 1 p.m. My daughter was really struggling with acne. And so when we met the consultant and we decided to have a show and get lots of free product and just really learned valuable information about ingredients, well, it sold me. That and the enthusiasm from the consultant was just a huge, huge role in starting my career with LeBri Skincare. I did not know what I wanted to do in the very beginning, but I knew that the idea of having time freedom was absolutely incredible. So for you, no matter what brought you to LeBri, it's really LeBri your way. This is all about you, sharing the products, sharing the opportunity however you want to, but I want you to know that you have support. And so with this call that you're watching, I'm going to cover some steps for you that I think are really critical for a new consultant. So step one, I really want you to just, like I said, get excited. Think about, the idea of making some extra money, and what would that look like for you and your family? Would an extra $100 help your budget? Would an extra $500? Are you really just going to be, a part of LeBri to get your discount, that whopper 30% discount when you place an order over $150? Well, that's great if you are. But for some, it may turn into a plan B. They say every 6 months your life can change. And I know that for a fact. That has happened certainly to our family in the past. So having that extra income has really paid off. Now, I want you to know that you have lots of support. We're the Dreamweaver team, and we have an abundance of talent on our team. Consultants that are stay-at-home moms. They are workers from 9 to 5. They're just all over the board, nurses, and we even have some great men on our team. So I love that. I think we're a very, very diverse team. And I want you to know that you have some great places to get support from. Number one, of course, it's the person that sponsored you, your friend or consultant that brought you into LeBri, and that's a great place to start. But as I said earlier in my intro, I'm the team trainer and developer. So my inspiration is going to be to just let you know that I'm here to help you, to lead and guide you, to certainly, help you through any bumps maybe that you come across, which I don't predict that you'll have many, because this is pretty smooth sailing in LeBri. But in either case, you do have some great support, and you have your support of LeBri Home Office. And with that being said, it is support@lebri.com should you have questions on things. Now, you also have a downloadable business guide that is in your library. So when you go into your business center on your website, you have the downloadable business guide, and that will walk you through step by step how to enter a consultant, how to enter a showing for yourself, which we'll talk about in just a little bit, okay? But you also have our team page, and you may have already gotten a welcome post or an invitation to please join this private group. And again, we're called Dream Weavers. When you hit executive level, everybody comes up with a fun name for their team. And, I'm certainly a product of the 70s. And I love the fact that I think between LeBri and what we think about and what we dream about, we can weave our dreams like you have never dreamt before. And so that private group I will have invited you. If I haven't already, you will be receiving an invitation. Like I said, we've had a lot of new consultants take advantage and come on board this month. So I'm playing catch up a little bit here, but know that that page is there for you as our private page where we share fun tips. We share the sales. We share recognition for some of our all-stars every month. I will post any trainings that I'm doing or tips or all different things. So it's really your number one resource. So I'm going to ask you to really turn on notifications and really keep tabs on what I'm posting in there. I think you'll find it very helpful. We certainly do have a LeBri consultant forum as well that you can be a part of. And that is, thousands of consultants that are part of that on LeBri. And I just want you to make our team page and myself and the sponsor, the consultant who brought you in, your first go-tos. If you are looking for, suggestions on, somebody's skin type or, what to recommend for a certain skin condition. Okay. Now, your first few days of LeBri, you are just probably going through your kits. And no matter what kit you purchased, whether you purchased the small kit or the large kit, just know that you have different business things in there along with the products that you got too. And some of those business items are very helpful to help you get off the ground. And before we go into that, I just want you to know too, now most of you hopefully are local. And if not, that's okay, because I do these Zoom webinars like I'm recording on now. But I do offer a monthly team training, and it's right here at my house in Newburgh, which is very close to West Bend, Wisconsin. And it's typically the first Tuesday of the month. Sometimes I will alter that because of a holiday. Now, this coming Tuesday, I just want to plug, is Tuesday, June 4th. And we are having a team meeting, although I am taking a few days and will be out of town. So Kristen Hardy is another executive manager on our team, and she has offered to have hosted at her home in West Bend. And that information is posted on our Dreamweaver page. I really, really, really want to implore you to make an attempt, no matter what you're doing for these meetings or with your business, to really make an attempt to come to these meetings, because we actually, I shouldn't even call it a meeting, you guys, because it's more social time. We will certainly cover tips and suggestions, but it's a lot of motivation. It's a lot of inspiration. It's recognition. It's what I call some positive brain training that we do to really help you just to stay positive in all areas of your life. And I think you'll find it very, very helpful, just even outside of LeBri, just even with your family or with friends or different relationships that you might have. So please mark that and put that on your calendar. Now, I want to get back to what are you going to do with your business? This is, like I said, really LeBri your way. But I know that you're going to be really excited if you are able to build even just a small customer base right out of the gate. With LeBri, you do get paid weekly. So every Friday will be a commission check based on orders that have come in or that you've placed from the previous week. Now, once you start building a team, if you decide to do so and you want to get into leadership, then you are also able to receive a monthly commission check for a percentage of everything your team is doing. So it's really, really exciting. Your website is your business center. And I really want you as a new consultant to take a look through, and I won't lead and guide you through that right now because I'm going to be posting a training that Gina LaGalbo did. Gina is my team trainer, and she happened to be the woman who sponsored me 10 years ago. And so I still work closely with her, and I will be posting her training that she did into our website that will give you kind of a tour. And I often share her things because they're so extremely valuable. She's a Diamond executive, Diamond Elite executive in LeBri. And so I find a lot of her things very valuable as well. That's what I love about this business is it's really a family. We all share ideas and tips and ideas. And at the end of the day, it really is about our customers. It's the love and passion that we have for these amazing products that really can help change people's lives. So even if you're just talking it up a little bit, that's okay. As I said, you just never know. So really get into your business center, and you have different tabs across the top that I call like chapters in a book. And the very last one is your show tab. And I want you to know, and maybe the person who sponsored you has shared this with you already, but I really want you to know that you have an opportunity with LeBri to be a hostess and a consultant. Isn't that cool? So what does that mean? So you are able to schedule a show, and when you enter yourself as a new customer, what you'll need to do when you go into that show tab, and again, the business guide will reference this for you, but you are going to enter yourself as the customer, and you are going to be able to click one of two options. Either it's a home show or online show. Now with LeBri, you do have three choices. You can do a home show, have some friends, family over, some snacks, and really just have some practice facials. You can do an online show, which is your Facebook shows. And then you can also do what's called a catalog show. And the catalog show is where you're just going to collect orders. So either way, that catalog show would fall under the online show, just so you know there's not a separate tab for that. But you are going to want to set up a show for yourself because, again, you are able to be the consultant and a hostess. So what does that mean? In a little bit, I'm going to go over some hostess coaching with you, but I want you to know that you want to take advantage of all the hostess rewards that you get. And, starting this, even like I said, just sharing it with a few people, but getting some practice is really fun. And even if you have some fears, it's okay. This is, at the end of the day, ladies, it's skincare. But I would recommend if you haven't already, some of you have already, I know on this list, that maybe started earlier in the month, you've had some shows already and are having wonderful, wonderful success. But I want you to think about setting a date or two to just invite some friends or family over and just really tell them, hey, I've got to share this amazing product with you. And I love what it's doing for my skin and my family. So I decided to just talk about it. And who knows, this might turn into something, but I would love to introduce this to you. And so you want to think about your Frankie list. And it's just an acronym for your friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors. K is for kids, so it might be your kids, so moms that you know through your children or children you know. And then E is for everyone else. And just think about inviting a few of them over from each of that category. And if you need some help with that verbiage, or you need an idea for inviting, certainly go ahead and create a Facebook event if you're on Facebook. But I really want you to think about using some of the socialgrams and things that we have inside LeBri. And that is at a different tab, and it's going to be in your learning center. There is a beautiful section in there on social media messages and Facebook training, just a side note, but you can use some of those images, download to your phone, and then you can use those as invites and along with your special little personal blurb to invite. Okay. Now, why do you want to do this? If you say, hey, I just started this to get a discount and I really don't want to do shows, and that's okay. You don't have to. As I said earlier, it's really LeBri your way. But I want to really share with you how exciting it's going to be when you have 10, 12, 15 new customers, because this is a consumable product. And once they get Labri on their skin, I promise you, they're not going to want to use anything else. And guess what? They're going to come to you for reorders. So that's why you have this beautiful state-of-the-art website that makes it really easy for your customers to come to and place orders, or you can help them as well. And so when you set up a show in the very beginning, I really call it a practice show, and just let them know, I just need some of you to come over and just let me practice. You guys are, my core group of friends, and I would be so comfortable just sharing these products. And at the end of the day, guess what? You might have, a glass of wine or a cup of coffee, some downtime. They're going to feel pampered and relaxed, and they're going to love how their skin feels after you've pampered them. You are also going to love how it feels when they continue to place orders, because yes, once they try some of the skincare, they're going to want more. They're going to want the body care. They're going to want maybe some samples of the makeup. And so you might want to show them that down the road, because yep, you can order samples of the foundation even if you didn't get the larger kit. You can always get that later. But with your hostess credit, you're going to be really, really amazed how that's going to fill up. So I strongly recommend that you enter a show in for yourself. When you do, that show creates a show ID. It's very, very important that you share that if you're creating a Facebook event or if you're sending a text out, because then anybody who's placing an order, if they can't come to your practice show, your show and tell night, as I call it as well, then they're able to place an order, but you want to get credit for that, and you want it to go towards your show. So every show you create, whether it's for yourself or for a hostess, creates a 5-digit show ID. And that's important because when they go to check out, it will ask them, is this order coordinated with a show? And it automatically defaults yes. And then they have an area that they can enter the show ID number. I hope that's clear. And again, if any of this just seems a little bit, like, okay, I'm not really sure what you're talking about, just know that I am available, obviously, via Messenger. You can text me, and then certainly, reach me on the Dreamweaver page. But my email, just so you have it, I'll back up and give that to you. It's dklopp, KLOPP 19 at Gmail. And my cell phone is 262-353-1555. And I will tell you, I'm not in my office 5 days a week, because even as a executive manager, I don't have to be. I do set some strong time blocks, however, and I will try and get back to you during usual business hours as quick as I can. Just a little side note. So for some of you, you are doing this as a business, and I don't want to neglect that fact. So I'm going to give you just some tips right off the bat here to help you get rolling. And having a really good calendar, I think, is important. I love my calendar because it really, I'm an old school girl. I like writing things down. I know we all have these great smartphones, but I really like writing things down, and I like color coding mine, as you can see. So I know which days I'm working, which days I am going to be reaching out to my customers and doing some great customer care follow-up. I need to know which days that I need to, set aside for family and appointments and things like that, because your family should come first, and your priorities and church and things like that you're involved in. However, with that being said, you have to punch in. You have to open up your store, if you will, so that people can come and shop from you. And what are the things that we focus on? Some of the things we focus on, rather, are what I refer to as your bike, So again, if you're someone who maybe wants to do, before I get into that analogy, if you're someone who really wants to maybe say, I want to do some Facebook shows. I want to get on Instagram and, I want to set up some Facebook shows, and yeah, maybe I would have one at my house, or, find a fun wine bar or coffee bar and have it there if you don't want to, clean your kitchen or whatever. But set that time aside and have a strong calendar so that you know. And I like to color code, as I said. So I'll use green for the days I know that I can set up shows or vendor events and different things like that. I'll use maybe hot pink or orange for my family. So when I see that on my calendar, it really stands out, knowing that, whoa, I've got something cooking that day and I'm not able to work my business. And I tell you, when I was really building through the ranks, really doing 6, 8, 9 shows a month, and I was a busy mom of 3 kids, I needed those. I needed these time blocks, as I call them, so that I could work the bike. And what I'm referring to is the different petals of your business. And again, for those of you that are just dabbling in this, that's okay, but you may find this still helpful to know that with Labri, no matter what size kit you purchased and the amount of income or the amount of money that you put out, I guarantee you that we have some of the most successful women in all of Labri. We have women that have quit their full-time jobs, that have retired their husbands. And matter of fact, I'm one of them. I was able to help my husband retire very early, in his early 50s this year. He's not just sitting around, he's a busy guy, but Labri can really make all your dreams come true. So if you're looking at possibly, taking a peek at your dreams, or maybe some vacations with your husband, and you really think, geez, can you make money at this? Yeah, you sure can. Women that have replaced high dollar jobs are now working half as much and making twice as much. And I love that. I love being able to earn a 6-figure income and really helping women have more. And so having a strong calendar and knowing these things, will help you have more. And it's not just about materialistic things. It can be all different things, whatever that definition is for you. For me, it was time freedom. I wanted to be able to set my own hours. I wanted to be able to, go get a facial or get my nails done, or I wanted to be able to go see my kids, musicals and things that they were involved in at the time. And I didn't want to have to keep begging for a day off, even though I accrued a lot of vacation time. So maybe that resonates for you. So when I refer to the bike, it's the pedals of your business. And I refer to the right pedal as being your shows. So it might be your parties, your shows, whatever you want to call them, your one-on-ones, because getting some practice in, having your neighbor, your mom, your aunt, sisters, girlfriends come over, one-on-ones, that's great practice, just getting to know the products and how to use them and sharing them. That would be your right pedal. Your left pedal is when you are sharing the opportunity, just like someone shared with you, and you're watching this welcome training video now. So that left pedal is you talking about, hey, what a difference this could make in your life or somebody else's life. And then your handlebars of your bike are your customer service. It's when you do customer service follow-up, you have all these new customers and you want to check in on them. Customer service today is really, really important. And I don't think that there's enough of that out there. So I know when you take good care of your customers and service them, they'll keep coming back to you. And that's, I'm sure, very, very important to you in either case of what you're deciding to do with this business. So when you have the pedals of the bike all moving at the same time, you can handle any bump, any hill, anything. Your bike will keep moving forward. Okay, because at the end of the day, you're going to be really, really excited if you're making some extra money with this. Again, I know you might just be here for the discount, but you wouldn't turn down a few extra bucks, would you? So with your kit, you got some really, really exciting coupons to help you get this bike moving. And the coupons were 10 coupons that you have for your first 10 hostesses. And that is in a certain time block. So go ahead and pull those out of your kit that you received and take a peek at those coupons if you haven't. And set up some shows. Let your mom or let your aunt, be rewarded with that hostess credit. And with a qualified show, they'll receive $50 in additional free product for helping you launch your Labri business. Now, you also received 4 coupons for $100 in extra product. And that would be for 4 people that you want to share the opportunity with. They will receive an extra $100 in free product just for signing up during this time frame. And again, take a look at those coupons. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. But, really use those. And you know what? If you use all 10 of your coupons or you use all 4, you can bet your dollar I'm going to be sending you out a really, really nice gift. Now, we do have the kit special that maybe you took advantage of going for a couple more days yet. So I always say don't prejudge. You never know if someone could use an extra tune-up on their skin. Unfortunately, we're spending every day aging, staying out of the sun or, people using natural products. That's important to a lot of women. And, they want to use products that are chemical-free, paraben-free for their babies and their families. And so, at the end of the day, you really, really want to be talking up these products because everybody needs to be wearing and using Labri skincare. You, again, have obviously loved the products enough to be watching this and to be excited about getting that discount that you're getting. So with that being said, I think one of the first things that you should do is, if you haven't already, take a look at your beautiful catalog. This one's a little beat up. It's my desk model. And this catalog that they came out with this year is just beautiful. It's so nicely done. And I will tell you that we typically put out 2 catalogs a year. August 1st will be our fall catalog, and that comes out right after convention. And speaking of convention, I'm going to plug it right away. I'm going to ask you to really strongly consider taking 2 days in July. Let me give you those dates. July 26th and 27th for our national convention. Guess what, ladies? It's right here in Milwaukee at Potawatomi. Do you know how lucky we are that we don't have to spend money on airfare? You can certainly get a room. And matter of fact, a lot of the consultants on our team will room up together. This is their girls' getaway. This is their time to bond and have some fun and maybe get away from the kids and the hubby. But at the same time, you get to be inspired and motivated. You get to meet Linda and Brian, the incredible CEOs of our company. They are warm and charming and genuine. And the kicker, not even with all the training and things, but Linda always has new products that she's rolling out, and you as a consultant will get to leave with them. So I really want to challenge you to get signed up in your first 30 days because you save $50. So it's $199, and it's a tax write-off. No matter what you're doing with your business, saving your receipts for your catalogs and any type of shipping, but for convention as well. So set aside, even if you could do one of those 2 days. Friday evening is our gala. It's a beautiful dinner and awards banquet, and all that information is in your business center. But I really, really want you to consider coming to convention. You won't be sorry. I promise you, no matter what you want to do with this, when you are walking away with all these incredible free products and the takeaways, just the inspirational stories that you're going to hear and all different things, it's something it's remarkable. So with that being said, that new catalog comes out right after that. So it has the new products in it, August 1st. And just a little, I don't think this is for public knowledge yet, but I believe they're going to be talking about the holiday line too. So man, that alone excites me. Oh, and they launched the new trip. So we're going to know where our next Founders Club trip is. I don't even know if you have that on your radar, if you've even thought about, but do you know, as a new consultant, no matter what you want to do with this business, you're able to earn the Founders Club trip for 2020 easier than an existing consultant. So it's super exciting. But so consider convention. And then again, leadership is for new senior consultants and above, and that's in January. And that's also when the next catalog would come out for spring and summer. Okay. Now I want to just talk about some coaching on hostess coaching. And again, no matter what you're wanting to do with Facebook shows or, live shows, you have to be able to talk about and just know what they received. So at the very back of your catalog is everything is right there for you. So check out how much you can earn. Now, maybe some of you have been a hostess and you're familiar with this already, but you can own the rewards for free products, and you have from 300 to 900 really. Our typical average show is about 600 in sales. And when a hostess does a show and she ends up with 600 in sales, she'll end up receiving $250 in product for $35, and she's eligible for 2 half-price items. Now, a hostess has some requirements, but not many. It's really this. It's a qualified show is 5 orders, 1 booking, and a minimum of 300 in sales. And even if she just does that, like an after work party, and just has a few people over and collects some outside orders, she's still going to end up netting $80 in free product. Now, once a hostess receives hostess credit, it stays on her account. She doesn't have to use it all. And just so you know, you don't have to shop for her. She will always pay shipping on it, the $6.75, just an FYI. And this is where, again, I'm going to just reference you back to your business center in your new website and the new consultant area. I really want you to spend some time there. I think you'll find it very helpful. You'll be able to see more information on hostess coaching. You know, you'll see and hear some beautiful audios about product knowledge from Linda, which again, I really recommend, even for your own skin. You know, I find that no matter how many shows I do, and if I have customers there that have been to a previous show, they always are taking something away from it. There's always some new tip and new suggestion. So hostess coaching is really important. And again, even if you're having 1 or 2 shows a month or 3 or 4 shows a month, it's just really important to not miss some of those steps. And so, you know, you're going to just want to let your hostess know what's involved. Let her know that, you know, hey, Mary, I am super excited to come over on the 15th and show your friends and family. And I know what's important to you is being able to, you know, share these products with them. They're going to have lots of fun. They're certainly not going to feel any pressure from me to buy. And I know that's important to you. So with that being said, I can tell you that having a good 8 to 10 people there is really, really a good idea. And why? Why do we hostess coach her? You know, if she can get 12, even better, but 8 to 10 is perfect. Because number one, if this is you launching your business and doing your own show, you will receive with 8 orders the free brush set, which is awesome. So again, 8 people being there is fabulous. But what I've found in the past, ladies, is that the more people that are there, the more energy, the more liveliness, the more fun, the more laughter. You know, it's just a whole different energy. And when you're doing a show like this, it's really about taking something off their plate and not adding something to it. You know, especially for those that, again, they're working 9 to 5, they're getting in the door, they're feeding the kids dinner, their schoolwork, having something to look forward to on a Thursday night that they're going to be able to go and hook up with their friends for an hour, put up their feet, have a glass of wine. They're excited. So when you have that energy from 8 to 10 people, it's different than if you have maybe only 3. Now, do you still go to that show if there's only 2 or 3? Absolutely, you do. It's she can still get outside orders. It's all about pampering them and treating them. So it's still worth your time and effort. But what I found is that those 2 or 3 will still feel more pressure to buy than the 8 or 9 or 10 or 12. Wouldn't you agree? So we want to spend some time with her and just telling her, hey, I'm super excited. You're going to do this. If she's not using the product already, you did receive some samples of the little bottles of Labri. So either get her those or get her over to your house or go by her and make sure you do her facial, and so that she's using the products before her show if you are able to do that. She's certainly going to be way, way more excited when she is able to, like, oh my gosh, I get what you were talking about, Diane. My skin feels amazing. I haven't seen the clarity. I haven't seen the dewiness. It doesn't feel rough or dry like it used to. So have her on the products one way, shape, or form. And you're going to hostess coach her with that Frankie list. So you're going to say to her, now, Susie, I'm coming on the 15th. So this is the deal. We can invite a couple ways. You can use a social, messaging, like you can do like an Evite, certainly Facebook events, but I wouldn't just rely on setting up a Facebook event and leaving it at that. I really, really strongly recommend you go into your learning center under like Facebook shows, social images, and you click some of those really fun images, and you're able to download that to your phone, send it to her either in an email, text, or both, or on Facebook Messenger, so she has that, and then she can send that along with her show ID, the date, her address, all the pertinent information of her party, and send that along with an image, and then her personal little message. So you might lead her to say something to the effect, hey, Becky, it's Diane. I'm so excited. I don't know if you've heard about Labri Skincare, but these products are pure, safe, effective, and affordable. And I am having a girls' night. So put aside, save the date, Tuesday, June 15th, because you have to come over. I'm going to plan on some snacks, and, definitely you're going to want to bring your mom or your sister or marry your best friend. Women like to drive with each other. So that's just a good idea to have her do that. And typically it's fun to give a little gift as a consultant if they bring a guest. So that's the little message that she wants to attach. Okay. Have her start looking at the catalog and getting her wish list together. She doesn't need to necessarily give that to you, but have her get her wish list together and have her invite from all different groups. Have her avoid inviting just the coworkers, because you know what happens if that nasty flu is going around or something and it knocks out half the people at work. Now she's only got a couple people coming. So use that Frankie list, have her invite friends, some neighbors, her mom, a mixed bag. Now, again, it's more energy, it's more fun in the room, and it's most likely going to be higher sales for her, and it's going to be more bookings for you. So if you're someone who really wants to build this, and Diane, you're right, like my family needs a new car, and I know with Labri, you can get a new Nissan Murano. If you're someone who, again, just needs some extra income in their budget, and you've decided, yeah, you know what, I am going to do a couple parties. You're going to be really super excited when you leave that show with 3 bookings, okay, or 2 bookings. So that's why you hostess coach her about that, okay? Now, and again, you have her just set some goals, okay, on what she, I really think that, Susie, if we can have a $900 show for you, can you imagine stocking up with a $400 shopping spree? She won't have to buy product all year. And I'm telling you, we have our ritual hostesses that will book shows year after year with you, once, twice a year, because it's the smart shopper's choice. I mean, why pay for it all when you can have some of your friends over, have some well-needed girl time, and end up getting some of your hostess credit stockpiled for weddings, birthdays, whatever. So just to recap, as we are getting ready to come to a close here, I want you to reach out to me. And, I think what would be really fun with all of you new consultants is if you would reach out to me and let me know you watch this and give me a thumbs up. Give me, you found this helpful. You have some suggestions, you have questions. And when I hear back from you, I'm going to send you out a little gift, because I just really appreciate you plugging in and tuning in. And again, we're here for you no matter what it is that you want to do with your business. If it's, I want to do some Facebook shows, which you can do, or you have some questions, you can do anything with it. We have all the tools in place. We have the products. We have the sampling. No one has a sampling program like LeBri Pure Natural. I will tell you that there is a sampling made easy form in your library. If you click on library, it's going to be down the left. It scrolls through all different things, which is the sales, the hostess specials. You can look at the compensation plan. Okay, show me how to make some money in this business. I need to quit my job because I can't stand my boss. All of those things are there for you on the side. But one of the things that's there is the sampling made easy. And that form is a super, super easy form to use. You put in your customer's information. So let's give an example. Your mom, you have an aunt in Kansas, and it's going to be her birthday, and you just know she loves natural stuff. So you got to get some samples in her hand right away and surprise her. So you put in her information, you put in your information, you click what samples you want, you put your credit card in, LeBri ships it for you. You don't have to leave your couch, okay? That's how easy it is. So start thinking about your contacts. Think about your friends on Facebook. Think about your core group of friends. Like, get them some wow products. If you can't get them over physically, that's where the samples are perfect for you to start sharing your business. I want to just give you an idea that the mask, the facial mask, the facial rejuvenating facial peel, and a body butter or an eye gel or an intense eye cream, those 4 are really, really our wow products, especially the mask and the peel. And those are great samples to get in their hands right away. And, doing something fun, like in your back room when you place your consultant orders, you can order some organza bags or go on Amazon and stockpile and just put a mint in there or a chocolate, a sample. And I want to encourage you to get some business cards. Make sure you're stamping everything with your website and your contact information and your email so that customers do know how to reach you. But really just, start sharing from your heart. Don't worry about, little things. You think about what you bring about. And a lot of what I do and what you'll see on our team page is, as I alluded to in the very beginning, is just positive thoughts attract other positive thoughts. And so you really want to make sure that you are aware of what you're thinking. If you're thinking negative, you're going to draw in more negative. But if you're thinking positive, that really does, you get more. You get more of the good stuff. And so utilize that sampling made easy. Utilize, your business center. Really get in there, look at the new consultants area, start taking a look. I even recommend, no matter what you're doing, just even kind of preparing a little 30-second commercial. If you bump into someone and they say, hey, what's new? And you can say, well, I just became a consultant with a skincare company. I don't know if you've heard of it, LeBri Pure Natural. And they're either going to say, oh, I heard a little bit about it, or I don't know much about it. You're going to be able to say, oh my gosh, it has changed my skin. I love how it feels and looks. And I love that I'm able to use a system that's pure, safe, effective, and affordable. Again, so much of what you need to learn even, you're going to get just from reading the lists right here under the products. So utilize this catalog, have it with you. No matter what you want to do with your business, you want to be open for business. And so doing things like samples, having a catalog, setting the message on your phone. I just really think those are really good ideas. It's going to draw conversation. So you posting or changing your voicemail to, hi, you've reached Diane, independent consultant with LeBri Skincare. I'm not available to take your call, blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and do that. Maybe think about a tagline or signature line on your email. Those are some things that I suggest right out of the gates. And again, I'm really, really excited. Don't underestimate, as I said earlier, what this business could be for you. It's completely changed my life and so many of the consultants on our team. I want to encourage you to keep tabs on our Dreamweaver Facebook page. Get to those team meetings. Be engaged. You are going to learn things from the best of the best that come to our meetings. and definitely get yourself signed up for convention so I can send you out a really, really nice gift. Take a look at using those coupons and just set some time aside. Don't leave it up to chance. Schedule some time blocks that you want to, learn about your business, and don't think you have to learn it all before you do something. Get something scheduled, get some one-on-ones, get a show scheduled for yourself so that you can, pay it forward and get this product on other people's skin. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this. And again, I'm really looking forward to your comments and some thumbs up. And I'll be posting more new consultant information in the unit section of the Dreamweaver page. And with that, I'm excited to have you on board. Have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. Take care, and thanks again. Bye-bye.